Have you ever found yourself lying awake in bed, staring at the ceiling, wishing for a night of peaceful sleep that just won't come? Or maybe you wake up feeling stiff and achy, wondering why your body feels heavier than it did just a few years ago. It's easy to think that these challenges, trouble sleeping, muscle weakness, or restless nights, are just part of getting older. But what if that's not entirely true? What if there's something simple, often overlooked, that could make a big difference in how you rest and wake up energized? Many seniors assume that restless nights or morning aches are inevitable, just the way aging works. But science is starting to tell a different story. Sometimes, the reason behind those sleepless nights or that sluggish feeling in the morning isn't age itself. It's how we treat our bodies before we even close our eyes. Small movements, done gently and consistently, can reset the body's rhythm and soothe the mind. In this video, I want to share 5 easy bed exercises designed specifically for seniors. Moves you can do right before bedtime that have helped many people just like you sleep better and wake up feeling refreshed. These are simple, gentle stretches and breathing techniques that honor your body's needs without pushing too hard. So, if you've ever wished for deeper sleep and more energy in the morning, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll have a new bedtime ritual that can quietly transform your nights and days, one gentle movement at a time. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Knee to chest stretch. Loosen the lower back and hips. Have you ever climbed into bed after a long day, only to find that your lower back and hips feel as tight as a drum? You tug at the covers, shift from side to side, and still can't seem to find a comfortable spot. It's so common among folks in our golden years that many of us shrug and think, well, that's just aging. Maybe you've even blamed late-day activities, yard work, a walk to the mailbox, or simply sitting too long watching your favorite TV show, for those stiff, achy sensations. We accept that soreness and stiffness come with the territory as if our bodies have simply decided to slow down. But what if that tightness isn't an unavoidable fact of life? What if, instead of waiting for the aches to fade, or worse, tolerating them, we could gently loosen ourselves, night after night, with a simple movement done right in bed? Many seniors assume that creaky joints and a stiff lower back are just par for the course after 65. But here's a thought to challenge that assumption. What if the key to softening that tension isn't in a pill or a pricey therapy session, but in a gentle stretch you can perform before your head even touches the pillow? What if, by taking just a minute or two each evening to pull your knee to your chest, you could ease that tightness, improve your sleep, and wake up feeling lighter and more mobile? It might sound too good to be true, but research and experience tell a different story. One of small, consistent actions yielding big results. At its core, the knee-to-chest stretch targets the muscles and connective tissues in your lower back and hips that often become stiff from years of standing, walking, or sitting. As we age, spinal discs lose some of their natural cushioning, and the muscles around the pelvis and lumbar region can shorten. When you lie flat on your back and gently draw one knee toward your chest, you lengthen those muscles, particularly the gluteus maximus, the piriformis, and the iliopsoas, and create space between vertebrae. This helps relieve pressure on spinal nerves and encourages healthy blood flow to the area. In simple terms, you're pressing reset on that part of your body, signaling muscles to relax and nerves to calm, which can translate into less pain and greater freedom of movement. Here's how to make it part of your nightly ritual. Start by lying flat on your back on a firm surface. Your bed is perfect, as long as the mattress isn't so soft that you sink in. Bend your right knee and gently draw it toward your chest, interlacing your fingers just below the kneecap. Keep your left leg extended on the bed and your foot relaxed. As you pull, imagine you're inviting the tightness out of your lower back. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply and evenly, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel the gentle pull in your hip and lower back. Then slowly release, allowing your leg to extend back to the mattress. Repeat on the other side. 2 rounds per side are enough to start, but you can increase to 3 or 4 if it feels comfortable. The entire exercise takes about 1 to 2 minutes, yet those minutes can make a profound difference in how your back and hips feel both at bedtime and the next morning. Take, for instance, Margaret, a spry 78-year-old who thought stiffness was an inescapable part of her routine. Every evening, she'd climb into bed feeling stiff from her daily walk in the neighborhood, an ironic twist for someone trying to stay active. One night, after groaning through her usual ritual of tossing and turning, she decided to try a simple knee-to-chest stretch she'd read about. Within just a few days of incorporating that stretch before lights out, she noticed her back pain decreasing, and she began falling asleep more quickly. By the end of the week, Margaret reported waking up without that familiar morning lock. No more fumbling to sit up or needing to lie still before moving. She called it her mini back tune-up, and it became a cherished part of her bedtime routine. You don't need to be an expert or have any special equipment. Just clear a little space on your bed, lie down and focus on the movement. Think of it as a gentle invitation. Dear hips, please ease up. Dear back, thank you for carrying me all day. Let's relax now. The beauty of this stretch lies in its simplicity and the immediate feedback you receive. If you feel a pleasant release of tension, you know you're on the right track. If you feel any sharp pain or discomfort, ease off slightly or consult your healthcare provider. But for most seniors, this movement feels like a comfortable hug for the lower spine. Beyond the physical relief, the knee-to-chest stretch carries a psychological benefit as well. It's a mindful moment, a chance to check in with your body and acknowledge the areas that need attention. As you breathe deeply, 1, 2, 3, your mind shifts away from the day's worries and toward your well-being. This small pause can quiet restless thoughts, reducing the mental chatter that so often keeps us awake. By pairing the stretch with slow, controlled breaths, you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, preparing both body and mind for restorative sleep. Consistency is key. Just as you wouldn't expect to improve your strength or flexibility in a single session at the gym, you won't see lasting changes without regular practice. But here's the good news. Once you feel the relief and experience a more comfortable night's sleep, you'll be motivated to keep going. Make it a nightly ritual, right after you turn off the reading light or finish your last sip of water. Before long, your body will anticipate that gentle pull and start to unwind automatically. You'll notice that you're falling asleep faster, sleeping more soundly, and waking up with less stiffness. Remember, it's never too late to introduce a new habit, and you deserve to feel comfortable in your own body. Those years of life experience have brought you wisdom, resilience, and a unique story, and your body has carried you through it all. Now, give yourself the gift of tenderness and care with the knee-to-chest stretch. Embrace those few moments each night to honor your back and hips, acknowledging their hard work and encouraging their flexibility. With each gentle pull of your knee toward your chest, you're not just loosening muscles, you're nurturing a nightly ritual of self-care and comfort. So tonight, as you slide between the sheets, remember this simple step. Lie back, bring your knee toward your heart, breathe, and let go of the day's tension. Over time, you'll reclaim ease in your lower back and hips, discover deeper rest, and greet each morning with renewed energy. After all, aging isn't about surrendering to discomfort. It's about learning new ways to care for yourself, one gentle stretch at a time. 2. Reclined butterfly stretch. Open the hips and calm the mind. Have you ever climbed into bed after a seemingly ordinary day, only to find yourself restless, your hips and legs unable to settle comfortably beneath the sheets? You shift from one position to another, gently kicking your feet and adjusting the pillows, but comfort eludes you. Perhaps you've told yourself it's just age creeping in, or the aftermath of a busy day. Maybe you've even come to believe that sleep isn't supposed to feel easy anymore. But what if it's not the years or even your mattress that's keeping you awake? What if it's something subtler, an overlooked tightness in your hips that quietly robs you of rest? If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Many seniors assume restless sleep and tight hips are simply unavoidable as we age. But let me gently challenge that assumption. What if relief could come from a quiet, comforting stretch that asks nothing more from you than lying back and breathing deeply? What if a simple nighttime posture could gently open your hips, soothe your restless mind, and help you drift easily into the deep sleep you deserve? The reclined butterfly stretch might sound elegant or complicated, but it's beautifully simple and wonderfully effective. Here's the science behind why it matters. As we age, the muscles around our hips and pelvis naturally lose flexibility, often tightening from long hours spent sitting, walking, or simply moving less than we once did. Tight hips don't just cause discomfort, they can subtly influence sleep patterns, triggering restlessness by limiting circulation and causing subtle muscular tension throughout the body. When your hips are tight, your mind senses that something isn't quite right, even if you don't consciously recognize the discomfort. This hidden tension can lead to difficulty falling asleep, frequent waking during the night, or waking up feeling unrest, stiff, or even anxious. Here's where the reclined butterfly stretch steps in like a gentle remedy. This stretch specifically targets those tight hip muscles, particularly your inner thighs, adductors, and groin muscles. By lying down and letting gravity gently open your knees outward, you naturally stretch these muscle groups. This gentle opening signals to your nervous system that it's safe to relax, activating the body's calming response, the parasympathetic nervous system. Essentially, it tells your body, it's okay. You're safe, you're supported, it's time to let go. Now, let's make it simple, comfortable, and immediately doable tonight. Start by lying down flat on your back on your bed. Make sure you feel supported and relaxed, perhaps with a soft pillow under your head if that feels good. Next, gently bring the soles of your feet together so that your knees naturally fall outward toward the mattress. Allow your arms to rest comfortably at your sides or place one hand softly over your belly and the other on your chest, whichever feels more relaxing. You don't need to force your knees down. In fact, avoid forcing anything at all. Simply allow gravity to do the gentle work of opening your hips. While resting in this position, breathe deeply and intentionally. Take slow, nourishing breaths. Inhale through your nose, filling your lungs deeply, and exhale through your mouth, softly releasing tension. As you breathe, visualize tension melting away from your hips, thighs, and lower back. Hold this gentle, relaxing posture for about 1 to 2 minutes, gradually increasing to 3 or 4 minutes as you become more comfortable. You might notice a pleasant warmth or softening sensation in your hips. This is a sign your body is letting go, releasing the day's tension, and preparing for restful sleep. To illustrate the power of this simple stretch, let me share the story of Dorothy, an active 74-year-old grandmother living in upstate New York. Dorothy spent years dealing with restless legs and trouble sleeping, tossing and turning through sleepless nights she assumed were simply part of getting older. One evening, after a friend recommended a gentle yoga-inspired stretch called the reclined butterfly, she decided to give it a try. Dorothy described the experience as a quiet revelation. After just a few nights, she noticed herself drifting off quicker and waking up less frequently. The restless feeling that used to linger in her hips and legs gradually diminished. She began describing her evenings as peaceful rather than frustrating, and mornings as refreshing instead of exhausting. Dorothy even humorously told friends she'd found her secret bedtime ritual, one she looked forward to each night because it made her feel calm, comfortable, and cared for. As you prepare to try the reclined butterfly stretch tonight, I encourage you to think of it as your invitation to relaxation. No complex moves, no challenging poses, just gentle openness and mindful breathing. Remember, you're not trying to force flexibility, you're simply giving your body permission to rest deeply. Consider this stretch a quiet conversation with your body, a nightly reminder that you are worth caring for, deserving of deep comfort and restorative sleep. Consistency matters, but so does compassion. Each night might feel a little different. Some evenings, your hips may release easily. Other nights, you might notice more resistance. Both experiences are normal. Let each evening's stretch feel natural and gentle, a daily gift rather than a chore. Over time, you'll likely notice subtle but powerful improvements. Your hips will feel freer, your sleep deeper, and your mornings brighter. Finally, let me leave you with this gentle encouragement. Aging is not about surrendering to discomfort or settling for sleepless nights. Rather, it's a beautiful time to explore gentle ways of supporting yourself, one mindful stretch at a time. Tonight, as you lie back and let your hips softly open, remind yourself that you deserve ease, calm, and restful nights. Rest is not a luxury. It's an essential part of your well-being. Embrace this simple, healing stretch, and invite relaxation deeply into your evenings. Because truly, you deserve sleep that feels easy, comfortable, and deeply restorative, and the reclined butterfly stretch is your gentle pathway there. 3. Spinal twist. Relax the spine and reset the nervous system. Have you ever settled into bed at night only to feel restless, uncomfortable, or strangely tense around your hips? Perhaps you spend a few minutes shifting from side to side, trying to find that elusive, comfortable position. Maybe you've started to accept this nightly struggle as a normal part of getting older, silently blaming the stiffness on your age or the activities of the day. Sitting too long, gardening, or maybe walking farther than usual. But beneath this casual acceptance lies a subtle frustration, Why does comfort seem harder to come by as we age? But here's an intriguing thought. What if the root cause of that nightly discomfort isn't simply age or daily activities, but rather how little we move and stretch our hips throughout the day and evening? What if something gentle and calming could alleviate this tightness? Something so easy you can do it right there in your bed, just minutes before drifting off to sleep. The truth is, many of us underestimate how crucial our hips are, not just for mobility, but also for overall comfort, relaxation, and sleep quality. Tight hips are often the silent culprits behind lower back pain, restless legs, and even shallow breathing at night. You see, when we sit for prolonged periods or maintain the same posture day after day, the hip muscles, especially the hip flexors and inner thigh muscles, gradually tighten. Over time, this tension accumulates, restricting blood flow, causing discomfort, and even subtly raising anxiety levels. Yes, the tightness in your hips can indirectly impact your mind, making relaxation harder and peaceful sleep more elusive. This is where the reclined butterfly stretch gently enters the story. This simple, soothing stretch specifically targets those inner thigh muscles, the adductors, as well as the deep tissues surrounding your hip joints. When you allow your knees to drop gently to the sides, with your feet touching, you're softly and effectively releasing tension that may have accumulated throughout the day. The gentle pull you feel as you hold this position is your body's way of saying, "Thank you, I needed this." Additionally, this posture naturally encourages deep breathing, which signals your body's parasympathetic nervous system to initiate rest, reduce anxiety, and gently lower your heart rate. Here's exactly how you can try this calming stretch tonight, right in your bed. Lie flat on your back, and take a moment to let your body relax fully onto the mattress. Bend your knees gently, placing the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to open comfortably outward like butterfly wings. Don't force your knees down. Simply let gravity and relaxation gradually do the work. Place your hands softly on your belly, just below your navel, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Take slow, intentional breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose, exhaling softly through your mouth. Stay in this position for about 60 seconds at first, gradually increasing up to 2 minutes if it feels comfortable and soothing. As you practice this gentle stretch, visualize releasing any stored tension in your hips and thighs, imagining it melting away with each exhale. Allow your mind to focus softly on your breath, noticing how each inhalation creates space in your body, and how each exhalation releases a little more tension. This mindful connection between body and breath can transform your evening routine, shifting it from a hurried attempt at rest into a genuinely calming ritual. I'm reminded of Barbara, a wonderful woman I once knew who was approaching her 75th birthday when she began to complain about nightly discomfort and trouble relaxing in bed. Barbara had spent years as a nurse, tirelessly caring for others, often neglecting her own body's signals. She accepted her tight hips and restlessness as unavoidable consequences of aging. But one night, feeling unusually frustrated, she decided to try something new, the reclined butterfly stretch, after seeing it recommended by a trusted friend. Barbara spent just 2 minutes in this gentle pose, focusing on her breathing, and was surprised at how quickly her hips began to soften. Within days, she found herself drifting to sleep more peacefully, waking refreshed, and noticing fewer episodes of lower back discomfort. The quiet simplicity of the stretch became her cherished nightly routine, one she lovingly described as her little secret to serenity. Barbara's experience isn't unique. Many seniors who discover and regularly practice this simple stretch find similar improvements, not just physically but emotionally as well. They notice that their nights become calmer, and their mornings feel lighter and more energized. It's a small act of kindness toward oneself, a nightly affirmation that your body deserves comfort and relaxation at any age. If there's one message I'd love you to carry forward tonight, it's this: aging doesn't have to mean surrendering to discomfort or restless nights. You have the gentle power to transform your bedtime experience through simple, nurturing movements like the reclined butterfly stretch. With each slow breath, and each moment of gentle release in your hips, you are reclaiming a sense of ease and tranquility that can positively ripple through your life. So tonight, as you climb into bed, consider giving yourself the gift of this gentle stretch. It requires no special equipment, no extraordinary flexibility. Only the willingness to pause, listen to your body, and offer it the kindness it deserves. Trust me, your hips, your sleep, and your peace of mind will thank you. Remember, it's never too late to discover new ways to care for yourself, find calmness, and enjoy the restful nights and energized mornings you truly deserve. 4. Ankle rotations. improve circulation and prevent cramps. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's a quiet night, and you've just settled into bed after a long day. Your body feels tired, but there's an annoying discomfort in your feet and ankles, a subtle tingling, a slight numbness, or sometimes a sharp cramp that jolts you awake. You wiggle your toes, flex your feet, and maybe even stand up to shake out the tightness. This scenario is familiar to many seniors who often experience restless, achy feet or sudden muscle cramps at night. These sensations can be irritating enough to disturb your sleep, leaving you tossing and turning, wondering if this is simply part of getting older. Many assume it's normal, an inevitable sign of aging, or perhaps something to live with because it seems minor or just a little thing. But what if those nagging cramps and poor circulation in your lower legs are signals your body sends when it's not getting enough movement or care? What if there's an easy, gentle way to improve blood flow and reduce cramps that you can do right in bed before you close your eyes? Most of us have been taught to accept such discomforts as normal with age, thinking that poor circulation and muscle cramps just come with the territory. But let's pause and ask a different question. Could it be that these issues aren't caused solely by aging but by something more within your control? What if incorporating simple ankle rotations every night could help restore circulation, ease muscle tension, and prevent those cramps that interrupt your precious rest? Could this tiny movement be a key to feeling more comfortable and energized? The truth is that your ankles and feet play a crucial role in your body's overall circulation. Blood must travel from your heart down to your toes and back up again, a journey that becomes more challenging as we age. Factors like reduced physical activity, stiff joints, and weakened muscles in the lower legs contribute to sluggish blood flow. When circulation slows, the muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, which can cause cramps, tingling, and that restless feeling you might have dismissed as just aging. Ankle rotations help by gently moving and stretching the muscles, tendons, and ligaments around the ankle joint, improving blood flow and stimulating the nerves. This movement also activates the calf muscles, often called the second heart, which play an important role in pumping blood back up toward your heart. By keeping these muscles engaged, ankle rotations support better circulation throughout your legs. Here's how simple and gentle this solution can be. Before you drift off to sleep, lie comfortably on your back or sit up in bed with your legs extended in front of you. Lift one foot slightly off the mattress and begin to rotate your ankle slowly in a circular motion. Start with 5 to 10 rotations clockwise, then reverse and do the same counterclockwise. Focus on smooth, controlled movements without forcing the joint. If it feels comfortable, you can increase it to 15 rotations in each direction. Repeat the same on your other ankle. This routine takes just a few minutes but can make a big difference in reducing tension, preventing cramps, and calming your legs. You might even notice a warming sensation as blood begins to flow more freely, signaling that your body is responding to the movement. Consider the experience of Jim, a 74-year-old retired teacher, who struggled for years with restless legs and painful nighttime cramps. Jim had tried various remedies, magnesium supplements, soaking his feet in warm water, and even changing his mattress, but the discomfort persisted. One evening, a friend suggested he try ankle rotations before bed. Skeptical but willing, Jim started incorporating this small ritual. Within a week, he noticed fewer cramps and was able to fall asleep more easily without waking up from leg pain. Encouraged by these results, Jim made ankle rotations a permanent part of his bedtime routine and found that his overall leg comfort improved significantly, helping him stay active and pain-free during the day. The beauty of ankle rotations lies in their simplicity and accessibility. You don't need any special equipment or a gym membership, just your own body and a few quiet moments. This movement invites you to connect with your body's needs, to listen and respond with kindness and care. It's a gentle reminder that even small actions can have a meaningful impact on your health and well-being. Moreover, ankle rotations don't just benefit your legs physically, they also offer a chance to cultivate mindfulness. As you rotate each ankle, focus on the sensation, the movement, and your breath. This mindful attention can help calm a racing mind, reducing stress and anxiety that often interfere with sleep. The combination of improved circulation and mental relaxation sets the stage for deeper, more restorative rest. Consistency is key. Just like brushing your teeth or reading a book before bed, make ankle rotations a nightly habit. Over time, your body will adapt, circulation will improve, and those pesky cramps may become less frequent or disappear altogether. You'll find that your legs feel lighter, your feet warmer, and your sleep more peaceful. Remember, it's never too late to start caring for your body in new ways. Every gentle rotation of your ankle is an act of self-love and respect, acknowledging your body's hard work throughout the day and giving it the care it deserves. Aging doesn't mean surrendering to discomfort. It means learning how to nurture your body with patience and kindness. So tonight, before you settle in, take a moment to lift your feet, rotate your ankles, and breathe deeply. Feel the slow awakening of circulation, the soothing release of tension, and the calm that follows. This small ritual can help you reclaim comfort, reduce cramps, and sleep more soundly. Because you deserve to wake up each morning feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to embrace the day ahead, one gentle rotation at a time. 5. Deep breathing plus arm stretch, full body relaxation before sleep. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, exhausted yet unable to drift into sleep, your mind replaying worries or events from the day? Perhaps your chest feels tight, your breathing shallow and rapid, or maybe tension seems trapped in your shoulders and neck, keeping you awake despite your best efforts. For many seniors, this nightly struggle has become all too familiar, a frustrating routine you might have accepted as just another part of growing older. You might think it's inevitable, that feeling of restlessness and anxiety at bedtime, something you just have to live with. But what if there's something simpler and gentler you can do, right in your bed, to quiet your mind, relax your body, and drift off peacefully? It's common to assume that restlessness at bedtime or an inability to fully relax is purely psychological, a product of stress, age, or life's worries. We've been told that trouble sleeping is normal as we grow older. But here's a question to challenge that assumption. What if these nighttime difficulties aren't just due to age or worry? Could the problem be rooted in something physical? Specifically, the way we breathe and hold tension in our muscles? What if gently deepening your breath and softly stretching your arms overhead could signal your body and mind that it's finally time to rest? Science tells us something fascinating. Your breath and your nervous system are deeply interconnected. Shallow breathing, the kind we tend to adopt when stressed or anxious, activates the sympathetic nervous system, known as the fight or flight response. This reaction floods your body with adrenaline and cortisol, chemicals designed to keep you alert. On the other hand, slow, deep breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's built-in relaxation response, often called rest and digest. By consciously shifting to slow, deliberate breathing, you can help your body understand that it's safe to relax, allowing you to transition more smoothly into restful sleep. Adding a gentle arm stretch to deep breathing takes this relaxation a step further. Throughout the day, we naturally accumulate tension in our shoulders, upper back, and chest, especially if we spend time sitting, reading, or doing routine tasks. This built-up tension not only creates discomfort but also contributes to shallow breathing by compressing your chest and diaphragm, making it difficult to breathe fully. Stretching your arms overhead gently opens your chest, allowing your lungs to fully expand and facilitate deeper, more restorative breathing. This combination creates a powerful but soothing signal to your body. It's okay to relax. It's time to let go of the day and prepare for sleep. Here's exactly how to do this simple yet deeply relaxing routine right in your bed. Lie comfortably on your back, feeling supported by your mattress. Begin by inhaling slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly rise and expand. As you inhale, gently lift your arms above your head, letting them softly stretch along the pillow or bed behind you, as far as feels comfortable. Hold that gentle stretch for just a brief moment, savoring the feeling of openness. Then slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 5 or 6, lowering your arms gently back down by your sides. Focus on the sensation of releasing tension as your arms descend. Repeat this simple movement 3 to 5 times, matching the gentle rise of your arms with your inhale, and the slow, soothing lowering with your exhale. You might be surprised at how quickly this calming practice begins to work. It's simple, requires no special equipment, and feels comforting from the very first breath. Each repetition gently melts away accumulated stress, sending a clear message to your brain and body that it's safe to rest. You're not just stretching muscles or deepening breaths. You're creating a powerful bedtime ritual that nurtures both your physical and emotional well-being. Let me share a brief story about Carol, a 76-year-old retired librarian from Indiana. Carol had always struggled with anxious thoughts before bedtime, often spending an hour or more staring at the ceiling, replaying worries in her mind. She frequently described feeling wired, even though she was physically exhausted. After hearing about deep breathing paired with gentle arm stretches, Carol decided to give it a try one night. Initially skeptical, she lay down and followed the simple instructions. The first night, she noticed her shoulders felt lighter. By the third night, her breathing had naturally slowed, and within a week, she reported not only falling asleep more quickly but also experiencing fewer anxious thoughts at bedtime. Carol soon looked forward to this calming ritual as a nightly treat, a gentle way to prepare herself emotionally and physically for restful sleep. Like Carol, you might find this simple combination of deep breathing and gentle stretching transformative, both physically and emotionally. Each night becomes a gentle reminder of your own ability to influence your well-being positively. Instead of feeling powerless or frustrated by sleepless nights, you'll realize how capable you are of guiding your body and mind into restful calmness. This practice also fosters a comforting sense of mindfulness, helping you stay present and grounded. Instead of letting your mind drift into worries about the past or future, you'll focus gently on each inhale and exhale, each slow stretch of your arms. This quiet attention to your breathing and movements can profoundly shift your perspective, allowing stress and worries to fade naturally. Each breath becomes a peaceful acknowledgement that the day is complete and that it's now time for rest and renewal. Make this calming routine part of your nightly ritual. It doesn't matter whether you've spent the day busy in the garden, reading, caring for grandchildren, or just navigating everyday life. Each evening, you deserve this gentle, nurturing moment. Regularly practicing deep breathing and gentle arm stretching before sleep sends a beautiful message to your body and mind. You are valued, cared for, and worthy of peaceful rest. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Remember, aging gracefully isn't about surrendering to sleeplessness or anxiety. It's about finding simple, loving ways to care for yourself at every stage of life. Tonight, before you close your eyes, give this calming practice a try. Allow your breath to deepen, your arms to stretch gently overhead, and your entire body to release the day's tension. Let yourself drift naturally toward restful sleep, comforted by the knowledge that each night brings you closer to better rest, greater peace, and renewed energy for tomorrow. Because you deserve to wake up each morning refreshed, relaxed, and fully prepared to enjoy another beautiful day, one calm, restorative breath at a time. As we come to the close of this video, I want you to take a moment to reflect on everything we've explored together. The gentle movements, the mindful breathing, and the simple rituals that can truly transform your nights. It's easy to overlook these small acts of self-care, especially when life feels full or when aches and restlessness seem like just part of getting older. But the truth is, you have more power than you realize to influence how you feel each day, starting with how you prepare your body and mind for sleep. Remember, these exercises, the knee-to-chest stretch, the reclined butterfly, ankle rotations, and the deep breathing with arm stretches, are more than just movements. They are invitations to reconnect with your body, to listen deeply, and to offer kindness and care. Every gentle stretch and every slow breath sends a signal to your nervous system that it's okay to relax, to let go, and to heal. They remind you that comfort and vitality aren't out of reach. They can be nurtured one moment at a time. I encourage you to try these exercises consistently, making them a soothing part of your bedtime routine. Notice how your body responds over days and weeks. Perhaps you'll sleep more soundly, wake with less stiffness, or simply feel more at peace as you close your eyes each night. And that peace, the kind that comes from honoring yourself, is truly priceless. If you've learned something new today or found hope in these simple practices, please share your thoughts in the comments below. What exercise will you try first? How do you feel about incorporating these moments of care into your evenings? Your experience might inspire others in our community who are seeking the same restful nights and energized mornings. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's continue this journey toward better health, deeper rest, and joyful living, one gentle step at a time.